Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how I get my full coverage foundation look happening. So if you want to see how I do that, then please keep on watching. Okay, so the first thing I like to do is go in with my Bobbi Brown face base, and I like to do this step because it makes the skin feel so soft and supple, and it just makes the makeup go on top even better. So everything just goes on smoothly if you apply this. And I wouldn't say that it's oily at all, because you know how some moisturizers can be quite oily. This one moisturizes but doesn't make you feel oily. Like once you let it settle into the skin, it's fine. So I just like to let that set for a few seconds, and then I go on to the next step. And for the next step, I like to go in with my Smashbox Photo Finish Foundation Primer. And I love this primer so much. It just makes my foundation go on so smoothly, and it just makes my skin feel amazing. Like the texture of my skin feels so smooth and soft when I use this primer. And that's why I love it. Like it just melts into the skin so beautifully. And excuse my eye makeup guys, I just filmed a tutorial on this eye look. And it is using the Melt Cosmetics Radioactive Eyeshadow Stack, so stay tuned for that. Unless it's already up, I'm not sure which one I'll put up first. Okay, so once that is all settled into the skin, I like to go in with my MAC Studio Fix Fluid. I love this foundation because it's got amazing coverage and it just makes my skin look really nice. I do want to try other foundations, like I don't have a wide range of foundations, but for now this one is like my go-to full coverage one. I just like to dot that around. And then I'll take my damp beauty blender and blend that all out. And if I've got some problem areas like right up here, I'll just take a little bit more foundation and apply some more to that area, but not all over the face, just where I need it the most. Because I hate caking on the makeup, it just doesn't feel comfortable. And then I like to go in with my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in the colour Custard. And I use this to highlight underneath my eyes and just really brighten that area. I also like to go on the bridge of my nose and between my eyebrows. A little bit on the chin and the Cupid's bow. And then once again, I'll blend that out with my damp beauty blender. Then I like to go in with my Mercier translucent setting powder just to bake underneath my eyes and like all the other areas that I applied my concealer to. And I like to take my damp beauty blender to do this. So while that bakes, I'll usually go and do my eyebrows, which is what I'm going to do now because I haven't done them yet. So I'll go and do that off camera and I'll be right back. Okay, so once that is set, I like to go in with my MAC Studio Fix powder and just, I don't always do this step, but if I want a full coverage, I do, because it just makes my skin look flawless and airbrushed, because it does add that bit more of coverage. So while I've got my baking powder on, I just go around the areas that aren't covered with the powder and put my MAC Studio Fix powder. Just to add that bit more coverage, especially in the areas that I need. And it also makes me look matte. Because I like to look dewy, but only in certain areas that I want to look dewy in, not all over my face. Especially when the texture of my skin isn't that great, because when you have dewy skin, you can really see the texture of your skin. So that's good. Now I'm going to wipe off all the excess translucent powder, because we don't need it sitting there anymore. So by this stage, the face will be looking really flat. So in order to add shape back into your face, you want to contour and highlight. So for that, I'm going to be using my Anastasia Beverly Hills contour kit. I always use this kit to contour, especially this color. So I'm going to take this shade and contour my cheekbones. So it's looking a little harsh now, but once we bronze and stuff, it'll look completely fine. Okay. And I also like to contour my nose. And then I like to go in and bronze once I've contoured, and for that I like to use my MAC Refined Golden Bronzer, and it looks like that. And I just apply this pretty much on all of the outer perimeters of my face, just to give me that sun-kissed glow. So tongue twisted. So first I start where I put my contour. So after that, I like to apply my blush, and today I'm going to be using my Mellow Powder Blush by Sigma, and it's just a very neutral tone because I do have a lot going on in the eyes. So I like to take a little bit on my brush and then just tap off the excess, and then starting from my apples of my cheeks and sort of spreading it backwards. Now once that's done, I like to highlight my skin just on the highest points of my face, so my cheekbones, the tip of my nose, the bridge of my nose, sometimes the top of my eyebrow, not always, and my cupid's bow. And for that today, I'm going to be using my Marylou-manizer because I feel like this is the most intense highlighter that I have. And I just like to dab it on it first, just to get it where I want it. Do you see that? It's just the most amazing highlight ever. I can't recommend this highlighter enough. Out of all my highlighters, this one is the most amazing. I like to take some on my pinky finger and just apply it right there on the tip of my nose. Then I'll take some on the bridge. And then once that's done, if I'm feeling really powdery, I like to take my MAC Studio Fix Plus and just spritz that a little bit over my face. I don't put too much of this because it can make me a little bit oily. So I just like to spray a little bit of this, just so that the powder looks more like skin and not powder sitting on top of my skin. Okay guys, so that concludes my foundation routine. I hope you enjoyed it and I hope you learnt something or took something from it and, you know, will use it in your foundation routine. Yeah, this is just what works for me. So if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.